Hello and welcome to the Freedom from the Night. Hey, we get off into the tales of the supernatural over here. Also, I am your queen, the host, Shantae Washington. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Also, this video, this broadcast, because I don't like to call it video, but this broadcast is for all of everybody. All. This broadcast is for all. So welcome over here to my teaching. Okay. For all are welcome. All are welcomed. All are welcomed over here. Any and everybody. From babies, and I love my little babies. From babies to children to man and woman and to elderly. So all are welcomed over here. And hey, queens, queens, you welcome here. Lordships, you are welcomed here. Prince and princess, you are welcome here. Okay, from young to old. So today, today, today I got a sorry. Anyway, today, the message is going to be about turning the cheeks, turning cheeks, not the cheeks, but turning cheeks. All right, that's today's topic today about turning cheeks. We know how it says in Matthew 5:39. It says that hold on, let me make sure I got it right. Okay. So it says that in Matthew 39, it says that, and I'm just gonna say it a certain way, but it says this. Um, it says in Matthew 5:39, I'm saying to you out there. This is what it says in Matthew 39. That I'm saying to you that you don't resist evil. Now do you? That's mainly what it's saying. It's saying that God was saying to the people that I'm saying to you that you don't resist evil. Now do you? But listen here. Listen up. Listen up. Whoever smites you, whoever smites you on your right cheek, turn to him the other one also. Go right ahead. Since they was able to smite you on that right cheek, go ahead and turn the other one too, so they can smite you on that one as well. Okay, all right. So let's talk about that. Talk about that now. And so as I talk about this, I want to say that why not you, the fool, for what I'm saying? Why not? Why not turn the other cheek? That's basically what the father was saying, like what what God was saying. That was what he was saying. He was like the spirit of God, because he's not a he or a she. He's spirit. The spirit of God. Like, okay, if you're gonna turn, you don't want to resist evil. You want to turn the right cheek, which means now once you turn that cheek, now your eye gonna turn that way. So now You got one eye evil. And now, hey, why not turn the other cheek? Why not? But yet, when people read this, they think that it's saying that, oh, well, I gotta turn the left cheek and I gotta turn the right cheek. I gotta let these people hit me. Oh, you can hit. I mean, hey, we can use that for that. But I'm gonna tell you what it really is. Okay? It's just like, and it can be in different ways. We can say that, hey, that this is saying, if you're gonna turn the one cheek, then turn the other cheek. But we take stuff so literal to the point where we don't that a lot of us think that it's saying something that it's really not saying. But we take it so literal or political, and it's not literal. It's not to be taken literal or political. It's not to be taken like that. It's for you to understand and to get understanding of it. That this is simply saying that since you don't want to resist evil, since you don't want to stop doing evil, you don't want to stop doing it. You acting like you can't even resist evil because look, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you and you're not saying anything because you're so focused on the evil. Well, guess what? Since you're turning the right cheek, why don't you go ahead and turn all the way around that way towards the world? Since you're giving them that much attention, go ahead and turn the other cheek around. And then your eye be focused, then both your eyes will be focused on the evil. And now guess what? Now I'm seeing cheeks from the back. Because it's multiple cheeks. Okay. It's according to the world and what the world say. The world called the vagina cheeks. They call the butt cheeks. They call the cheeks in your face the cheeks. So they got several things that they call the cheeks. And if you want to go deep into the whole thing, it's all evil. It's all evil. And again, if you're going to turn one cheek around, the right one around to turn, and you're trying to keep your eye at me, because that's mainly what it's saying. Your cheek is turned, but you're trying to keep your focus on me. But I see the side of your eye, even though you turned a little bit. God can see that. He see what you're doing. He ain't done. If you're gonna turn the cheek, but you're gonna look one eye, you're gonna try to keep focused on me, but then you still focus. Then that one eye still going over there, but this eye, but then you still trying to focus on God. And this is in Matthew's 5:39. I want you to open your eyes, people, because this is what this is really saying. Mm-hmm. Yes, it is. If you're gonna turn the cheek, because you acting like you can't resist the evil. You acting like you can't. So now you turned your cheek this way, and then you still trying to do what I say. That means now you got one foot over in the good and one foot over in the evil. Now you got one foot over in the evil, one foot over in the good. You can't do that. You can't do that. God's saying politely just turn your whole body around. That way you can go ahead and look on at what you're looking on at. Which is why you are to love your brothers and sisters. Because if you still looking on at it, that means that you're staring on at hate. That means now it's going to be coming all in you. And now you're going to be full of that hate because you're looking on at that, right? But you still got your face turned towards God, but your cheek still kind of turned. The tip of your cheek is still turned towards the evil, but you still trying to turn toward God, and you like, Now all of a sudden, guess what's gonna happen? He's actually forewarning you that if you're gonna turn one cheek around, turn the other cheek. Give to evil the other cheek. Because you're gonna eventually turn to evil anyway. If you looking on at it while you looking on at me. Right? Yeah, yeah. This is what this is really saying. And all of this stuff, literally stuff, can't do that. Because this is what this is saying. I mean, think about it. He's saying if you're gonna turn one, you basically don't want to resist the evil. And I'm telling you to resist evil. So since you don't want to resist the evil, and you basically going to look on at the evil, and I told you to go ahead and love that person. And this goes for every situation. This is what God is saying. I asked you to go on and love that person. That way you won't have to be turned that way towards evil with that cheek and then looking on at me at the same time. I'm telling you to stop hating on your neighbor. Love your neighbor. Love God. And love your neighbor as you love yourself. If you do all that, then you would turn to God and you would not be forsaking him right now. Because once you understand this, is that when you got that cheek turned, eventually your eyes gonna turn from me. And you're gonna be looking on it, excuse me. You're gonna be looking on at the things of the world, and you're gonna turn your back, your butt is gonna be showing at me, your back and butt, everything of the wrong cheeks gonna be turned towards me. I want to see your face. Is what God is wanting to say. I want to see your face. And I know you want to see mine. So why then do you want to resist evil? Don't do it. You know, God's saying don't do it. Don't do what it is you think you want to do. Cause hey, this goes with turning the cheeks. And then you turning the cheeks, but you still got your eyes still looking at God. And he's saying, well, you might as well just go ahead and turn the other cheek as well. Since you looking all at it because you can't resist it, I'm telling you to love your enemy because that's your neighbor. So love your neighbor as you love yourself. But if you turn this cheek around, you like, oh, but I want to give it to this person. I want to. Oh, I want to, though, Lord. I want to. Oh, the cheek, the cheek. Oh, Lord. Oh, pulling at me. It's pulling. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. That's what they're saying. So, is that how it is? Yes, that's how it is. Mm-hmm. That's how it is, honey. That's how it is. Mm. Yes. Oh, yes. That's what they're saying. Like you want to so badly hate that person so bad because of what they did. Yes. And at the same time, people have said that, God, that's hard. Turning the other cheek from somebody doing something. Now now that is what that is saying, but I'm gonna elaborate on it for you. It's basically saying that you got your cheek turned towards the evil, but your eyes is still turned towards God. I'm elaborating it for you. And so you really want to give it to that person. But God, like, okay, if you going listen to what they saying versus what I'm saying, then go ahead and turn the other cheek and just give them both cheeks. Because you're not listening to what I'm saying. You listening to them. You think that they're your God. So yeah, it's hard. It's hard But it ain't hard that you turning a cheek. It's hard that you're not focusing on God. That's what's hard. See, it's all backwards on that. No, it's hard that you don't want to turn towards God and keep your eyes and cheeks turned. You want to see every parts of your body, every part, chin, nose, cheeks, eyes, everything, bras, because he goes off into the bras of everything. He goes off into all the body parts in the Bible. So he want everything. He want to see everything. Everything. He wants to see it. He want to see it all. It's not nothing that he don't want to see. He want to see your whole entire top to bottom. From top to bottom. So when you sitting up there turning because that person made you so mad, you want to get them. Yeah, this don't mean that you resisting evil. It means that you don't want to resist evil. That's what that's saying. It's not saying that you do want to resist evil. No, it's saying it's saying that you don't want to resist evil. So since you don't want to resist evil, go ahead and turn your whole body towards evil then. Because you basically eventually are going to go with what hurts you and what pains you because you looking on it, which is in return is the enemy, which is the opposite of you. That's the enemy of you. And you are supposed to be in the good of God, not in the evil of the world. So it says it in other verses as well that you're supposed to keep your eyes on God. You are to keep your eyes on God. You want to see these cheeks on focused on Him, not turned a little bit and then your eyes is on Him. That ain't what He want because He know what you about to do next. He knows flesh and what it is doing, which is why He says in the Bible that He cannot trust flesh. He cannot trust it. He can't trust you who are children of the flesh. Can't trust you. Because how you got this turned around, but you still trying to focus on him? He know what you're doing. He know as soon as you turn the head, boom, a little bit, but you still looking at him. He know what you're doing. He know what you're about to do next too. Because once you turn your eyes, once that person still keep messing with you, still keep coming at you, just coming at you, he know that why you got your cheeks turned. He know that eventually you gonna turn against him too. Turn against the Spirit of God too. And you're not no longer gonna be walking in the Spirit. You're gonna be walking in your flesh. He know this. And that's what 539 really is saying. And it doesn't contradict itself because it goes with the rest of the stuff that it said. It's not saying, oh man, I gotta turn. So you're gonna be looking on at evil and the person is evil before you. So he like, okay, look at the evil and I want you to resist it. Of course, that's gonna be hard. You looking on it. So you think that the Bible is saying that you ought to be looking on at the evil just head on, straight head on, and then you're gonna turn the cheek to turn the cheek and turn the other cheek around and walk away. That's not what they're saying. That's not what they're saying. That is not what that is saying. That's not. But it is a little bit of that in there. It is a little bit of that in there because it is hard to keep focused on God. That is hard, but it's only as hard as you make it. So if you make it hard, then it's gonna be hard. That's why He said, "Don't first of all, keep your eyes on Him. Keep your eyes on God. Eyes are to be on God. Eyes on God now." Like your teacher would tell you in the class, keep your eyes on this board. No, keep your eyes on God. I'm here to tell you to keep your eyes on God. Because if you halfway turn, but your eyes still on God, that means you might as well go ahead and turn the other cheek, because they're gonna keep trying to persuade you. Because not they got your cheek. They see you halfway turn. Even though you still be looking at God, they see you halfway turn. So 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 do know that in the next minute you're gonna be walking in the fool. You're gonna be the fool. Because now you're not walking in obedience of God. You're not doing what he tell you. You basically now angry at this person, and they was right about that parts of it. That parts of it. Now you angry about that. You angry about that person. Now you done made this person your enemy. And God said to love your enemy, not hate him. Now you hating him because that enemy, he or she, consistently coming at you a certain type of way. And you the one did that. You turned the cheek. So why not turn the other cheek? Go ahead. Turn the other cheek around, because this is what that is saying. Go ahead, and since you turned the first cheek, don't turn the other cheek around there towards evil, because eventually you're gonna leave me. Is what God is saying. You're gonna leave me. So go ahead. Leave. Ain't that what Jesus said to Judas scary cat? He told him, you may leave now. Because he was doing the same thing. He had one cheek turned to where he was getting all the attention, and he didn't want, and he was so scary and whatnot. But then one eye was still on Jesus, was trying to stay there, but Jesus called his butt out. He exposed him and said, you know what to do. Go ahead and go. You may leave now. You may leave now. Because he knew what he was about to do. What is so not obvious to be discerning of things, and this goes into discerning, that you'll be able to discern when somebody is halfway in and somebody is halfway out with you. You'll know. You'll know. You'll know if they're halfway in and they're halfway out with you. Okay? You'll know. You will know. And it's by this what I'm telling you now, because the cheek gonna be turned. Just like when a man stirs on a woman's butt, he looking straight at her butt, and at the same time he trying to listen to you in the conversation, but his cheek is turned towards the whole situation, but he's still looking at you, trying to look at you, trying to keep focused on you. Excuse me. But he still got his cheek turned. Oh well, you might as well just go ahead and turn the whole other cheek too. Just go and turn the whole other cheek towards her, and look all at her butt, because that's what you plan on doing anyway. And that's when you should know that that's not for you. It's discernment in everything that is the Bible, but you gotta get it. People interpret it differently. Some people interpret it for the carnal. Some people interpret it for the spiritual. It doesn't mean that it's right or wrong. No, because their judge is God. God gonna judge how they interpret things. Okay, He is. So, which is why I say, don't mess with God's children on how they come to God, meaning how they interpret what God has given to them in their hand. Because He asked His disciples, He said to His disciples, that's how He know how He can discern His disciples, or if they are carnal or not, by what they say and by what they do, and the actions, which is man on man stuff, and what they take out on. What comes out from a man. Not what goes into them, but what comes out from them. So if you turn in the cheek, might as well turn the other one and just leave. Go. I know what you're about to do, so just go. Then the scary cat, go ahead and leave. Just gave up. Just went on ahead and left. And that's basically what God is saying. Like, if you're gonna turn one cheek, turn the other one. Go ahead and go. You may go now. I don't need you here. But do know you're gonna run into a bump in the road. Do know I am the Omega, the Alpha and the Omega. I am in the beginning and the end. So do know I'm here now, and I'm gonna be there then. I'm gonna be there then. Know that. Know that. Know that. So so go ahead and turn to him, since you believe in what they say over what God is saying, and you don't want to go down the path and what God is wants you to go to. You still want to be doing that emotional thing like David did at the end. Well, you're gonna stay where you at, and I'm gonna find somebody else to go the rest of the way. You're gonna stay right there. You got a little bit too emotional. So now, since you turned all the way around, now you got to stay over there. They made you that mad. They made you that emotional. Stay over there, because now I'm gonna use Earn to take them the rest of the way. That's it. I'm gonna use Earn. I'm gonna use Earn. Hey, go ahead. There will be others that will take your place. Will be gladly to take your spot. Cause I call everybody. I call everybody, but only few will come. Only few will come and turn and look for my face, hunger for me, thirst for me. That's what God is saying. Only few will do that. And those there are my disciples. And I'm going to carry them a long way in where they need to go. But I'm going to need you to first love. And I'm going to need you to second love your enemies. So that you won't have to focus on them when they come up against you. When they start coming up against you, you won't be focused on them because you already love them. So anything they say or do or try to do, you know I'm going to handle it. I'm going to handle that. I just need you to just stay over here where I'm at. Now, if you're going to go over there, go ahead and go over there. Because that's what he's saying. He's saying that you can't be, like he said in the scriptures, he said you cannot be 1 foot in evil and 1 foot in good. You either or. Either you're going to be completely in good or completely in evil. That's why he's saying that you can't be just turned and then have your eye on me. No, I want your complete whole face looking at me. I need an about face looking at me. Because if you're going to just turn something, then you might as well just go ahead over there. I'm going to place you right over there. Okay? Because you messing up the whole line. You messing up the whole line. And you remember, I'm finna come to you about the teachers with the line thing. When you out of line and you messing up the whole line because you don't want to get in order and you being disobedient, now you got to get to the back of the line. You got to get to the back of the line now. And I'm putting all my good people in the front. Oh yes, all my good people going in the front. Now you got to get to the back of the line because you did all that playing. You played me, but you mainly played yourself. Because now you got to go to the back of the line and be in the back of the line. That's basically it now. That's it. That's what it is saying. And now when you open your mind to that, now you can begin to read the rest of it. I'm telling you, what I'm saying to you, you're going to be able to open your mind up to the rest of the story that's under there in Matthew 5:39. And all of that other stuff going to come to light because I'm bringing it to you. I'm bringing it the night, okay, to light. All right? I'm giving you the freedom from that night. And it's going to open up a lot of eyes out there. What I'm telling you, truth. So let me finish, and it says, that's what God is saying. Okay, so so if you can't resist the evil because you still worried about that person of your past, and you can't understand that we moving forward, we not moving backwards. So if you got turned halfway towards the back, that means you 1 foot in the past, 1 foot in the future, and I can't have you there in the past and the future. I'm gonna need you to be present right now. So I'm gonna need your whole face to be pointed towards me, which is God saying that. I'm gonna need your whole face pointed towards me. Because if I see any touch of any speck of anything in your eye, okay, any speck of anything in your eye, which goes off into Matthew chapter 7, verse 5, which it says, "You hypocrite, who got that cheek turned, but you're trying to turn to God. You hypocrite," which is 1 foot over there in evil and 1 foot over here in good. You hypocrite, who can't talk about nobody because you still got that cheek turned. Might well turn the whole cheek. You gonna be either in the evil, you gonna be either in the good. Whichever one you choose, I'm going to judge, regardless. I'm going to judge it because I want you to be in love. And if you go over there and evil, do know that I'm still going to judge you. You're going to get judged, either or. Okay? But it says, "You hypocrite," the person who got their cheeks turned, but their eyes on me. 1 foot in the evil, 1 foot in the good. You hypocrite. First, cast out the beam that's in your eye. Since you turned that way towards evil, cast out that beam that's in your eye first. Because since you can't resist, you just can't resist evil. You just can't resist it. You just ready to get them back, huh? You ready to get them back. All calls. You ready. And I'm telling you to love, go ahead and love them so that can be sliced up. I'm bringing you the peace is what God's saying. I'm bringing you the peace so that I can divide it from you, and you will not have to worry about it any longer. I'm trying to do that. That's what I do. But you're refusing to obey me. So you hypocrite, first cast out the beam out of your own eye. Cause you got one eye on that, so that one eye, and then that left, and then that other eye is good. So now you one eye in, one eye over there. Excuse me. Then shall you see clearly to cast out the mote out of your brother's eye. Only time that is when you can turn and watch on at God, because now you're in pure love, and you're in a daze, and you're in a trance. God has put you in such a big trance, and you got your eyes set on God, and everything is love then. But ain't everything love in the world where you got half of your face turned over in the world. No, we want your full undivided attention. Okay? Like in a class, they tell you, I want your full undivided attention. Class, listen up. Listen up. I need your full undivided attention. I need you here where I'm at. And that's what that is. Needed a full undivided attention. Not your cheeks turned that way. And now that eye gonna be evil, because guess what? You looking on it. And now you got a beam in that eye. A beam of evil. Because guess what? The eyes is the root to the spirit. So now you got one eye on at the evil. So now that evil is in that one eye, and then this eye on at me, because you just tilted just a little bit, so your cheek is there. So now this eye on at me, that's the good eye. So now you got a good and evil eye, and guess what? If this eyes here is the root to the spirit, that means that now your body is filled with that. Because that there is the root to this here in the spirit. So that means that now the spirit, the good eye feels the spirit that's still there. And now the outside, which is your bad eye, it covers the flesh with darkness. So now you got one eye that feels the spirit still there. But now the one eye that's covered in darkness, which is looking on at evil, now that feels the flesh. Now you got light and darkness, and the darkness is covering the light. Which means if the darkness is covering the light side on the inside and it's not able to breathe, it's going to destroy you. It's going to destroy you at some point, okay? You're going to have to let go of all that hate that you got towards your enemy, because that's where it stems from. And you feeding both good and evil right now. And that eye beam, that goes into the body parts and the spirit parts. You understand what I'm saying? Like those stuff is connected. They're connected. All your body parts are united. They're connected. And they can become one. They don't have to be scattered. Once you get your eyes off of what they said to you, what they did to you, what you went through when you was younger, what you went through at school, what you went through at your job, whatever it is that you went through. And once you get your eyes off of that evil and love your enemies, then you can gradually get back to business and look on at God. And he directs your path, because he gonna cut whatever else off. He gonna cut whatever else. He's gonna cut it off. That's gonna be cut off. Ain't nothing gonna be able to touch you. They gonna try, but they can't. They gonna try, but they gonna get theirs. Believe it or not, they're gonna get theirs. And they probably now getting theirs, but they're not gonna tell you that they're getting theirs. So you don't gotta seek revenge out on anybody. You don't have to have a vengeful tactic or plot against your neighbor. All you gotta do is turn towards God and let him handle the rest. Come to divide mother from daughter, daughter from mother, son from father, father from son. What else he say? And stepmother from stepdaughter, and stepdaughter from stepmother. He come to divide, and he will conquer. Yes. So, love your enemies. That way, you won't be like Judas Iscariot, scary cat, turning his cheek towards the evil, and then got his eyes still turned towards God. Like, but this person is really irritating me, God. This person is really irritating me. They're making me mad. No, you won't be like that. You'll be fully turned and immersed into the grace and mercy which is God. You'll be fully immersed in that, meaning that you'll be fully embodied in God. Ain't nothing no better than that. Ain't nothing no better than that. So, yeah. Why do you think it's better to love than to hate? If you have your face turned even a little towards evil, evil going to corrupt the good. It goes into that verse too, that evil going to eventually corrupt that good. And it's going to take you off. It's going to take your eyes off God and make you indulge in the evil, which is why you cannot be dealing with any and everybody. You just can't. You cannot deal with everybody. Everybody ain't for you because they're going to always try to get you off into evil. If they evil, if they not and this is discernment. I want you to use this for discernment. If they are not allowing you to look on at God, but they having you to pay attention to them while you're looking on at God, and you're not free flowing in the spirit, then discernment should be taking place, and you should know that that person is not looking out for your best interest at all. And that's when you need to leave them alone. Point blank, period. That's it. Do know that the lost can be found. The lost can be found. You don't have to always be lost all the rest of your life. And only the way that it's lost is because you went through some stuff where it drawed you away from God, looking on at God, and you turned that cheek towards it. And then you wind up going ahead and turn the other cheek towards it. You got lost like that. That's how sheeps get lost. That's how sheeps get lost. And then now you got to get found by God. God got to go find you, see where you at, see if you okay for a little bit. You know, since you got lost, you done went astray. You done got carried away somewhere. Now he got to go looking for you. You ain't even where you supposed to be. God, I'm naked. I'm naked, God. Oh, you are? Like he ain't know that. Oh, you are? How then do you know you naked? Because I'm lost, God. I'm lost. I'm lost. Well, I know that because I had to look for you. But since you think you playing me, okay, let's go along with this. Well, now, guess what? Both of y'all got to go. Both you and this other person, y'all got to go now. Get out. Go. Which is why it consistently said it for every story that when the people they turned towards evil. In every story, it escalated on something different, but it still meant the same thing. Like when Adam and Eve ate of that tree and they listened to the evil, right? He went ahead and he kicked them out. He's like, well, go, because you're going to turn to, you now know good and evil now. So now you have got your hand, you got one in this one and one in that one. So might as well just go ahead and go into evil. Go ahead. And then that's when the days of evil happened. Okay? And on out throughout that story, that's when the evil came. And then it went on in different stories about the same stuff. They kept repeating history. History kept being repeated, and it kept escalating on different things, but it still meant the same thing. If you gonna go ahead, that's why when he said that if you gonna turn one cheek, go ahead and turn the other. He got tired. Look, I'm just gonna tell you right now. If you gonna go ahead and turn one cheek, go ahead and turn the other. We don't got time for this right now. We don't got time for this right now. Just go ahead and do that. Go ahead. Especially when Jesus said that. He's like, look, hey, go ahead. Go ahead and leave, Judas. Go ahead and leave, Judas. We don't got time for this, Judas. Judas. Not Cletus. Judas. We don't got time for this. Go ahead and leave now, Judas. Go ahead. Go ahead and leave. Go ahead and leave. And that what you want to do? Oh, we got time. We got things to do. But it was still the same either way. Went from the kicking them out from being in the good and evil, from the kicking Judas out from being in the good and evil, and so on and so forth. It was throughout the whole Bible of this kicking people out for trying to do good, for trying to do being the good and evil. Until they just got tired, and eventually at the end it was like, look, guess what? Go ahead and go. Adam and them got kicked out for doing it. Judas got kicked out for doing it. Everybody in that Bible, they, from the beginning to the end, got kicked out from doing it. From being 1 foot in, turning their cheek on it. Hey, to the point where it's like, hey, look, if you just gonna turn the cheek a little bit, I see you about to leave now. So they got used to flesh doing stuff like that. They got used to flesh doing stuff like that. So now it's profound now. It's like, look, if you gonna go and turn the cheek, I see you doing it. See you doing it. So just go ahead and turn the other cheek and just go ahead and go. I'm gonna need you. I'm gonna need you to go now. And that's it. That's all it's saying. All right. So, but again, that's how lost sheep get lost. It's by having their their cheeks turned towards evil, and then that makes the eye evil, one eye evil and one eye good. So now why don't you just go ahead and turn towards that? That's not. And I know evil people gonna be like, well, I'm gonna go in and be evil then. They're gonna choose evil over good, and that's the thing. Like when people talk or when God is saying something, people interpret the Bible differently. Like they're gonna be like, well, it told me to turn the other cheek, so I'm gonna turn the other cheek. Go ahead and go towards evil. It told me to do it. Why not? Some people are so rebellious, stubborn, rebelliously. I'm gonna say that rebelliously stubborn that they'll do the opposite of what that really is saying. They will take it so literal and political to the point where they'll say, okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and go. I'm going to go ahead and go and be in that. That's what I'm going to be in. Okay. Yeah. So that's how they get lost. It's by turning their cheek towards evil and then trying to keep their eye on the good and then wound up turning the whole cheek and walking away from God. And then God, like, just let them go. Just let them go. To the point now, he just let them go. He let them go. And that's how they get lost. Because of something somebody else did to them or said to them or reminded them of something. They just not moving forward. They stuck. They in prison sometime in bondage. And they not letting the bond flow so that they can move on to the next chapter in their life. Or the next page in their life. The next level in their life. The next dimension in their life. They're not able to, they're not able to move in the spirit overall. They're not able to move in the spirit, even on the face of the earth at all. They're lost and without God. Yeah, they're lost without God. They got lost looking on at the stuff that people done did to them. They got lost, so they lost without God. Stay tuned for more. That is all I have to say. Stay tuned, stay blessed, and have a blessed day.